Hey guys, it's time to talk about the Xiaomi's upcoming phone Xiaomi Mi Mix 3, the first phone of the world to have 5G connectivity. Now Samsung and Huawei has been working on 5G connectivity, but looks like Xiaomi is the first one to bring it to us. The Mi Mix 3 is the first phone of the world to have 5G connectivity ready. And then we have 10 gigs of RAM, like literally 10 gigs of RAM. That much RAM on a phone. On one end of the world we have Xiaomi Mi Mix 3 with flagship specification and 10 gigs of RAM. On the other hand we have Google Pixel 3 XL or Pixel 3 with only 4 gigs of RAM and the price of a flagship. The Mi Mix lineup of Xiaomi has been killing the Bezel since the first Mi Mix. But back then we had some problems with the front camera, so they had to add a bezel or a chin at the bottom or top. But this time around, they are finally able to ditch that with motorized camera, like we have seen in the Oppo Find X. We have quite a few leaks about the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3 that is going to come a few days later. So in this video, I am going to talk about them, and with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. First of all, let's talk about the absolute killer part of the phone, which is the truly bezel-less 6.5 inches display. No notch, no chin, a handful of screen. And that is what we are looking for. The phone is going to have an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. It is going to run an IPS LCD display instead of a Super AMOLED one, and there is also some reason to it, as we know how much Xiaomi tries to cut their cost on phones, and they try their best to keep it as affordable to people as possible. Now we still don't know which version of Corning Gorilla Glass this phone is going to rock, but we can assume that it is going to have the latest Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Coming on to the hardware section, the phone is going to rock a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chipset, which is a 10nm chipset, and as we know, we don't have any 7nm chipset from Snapdragon yet, but in future we will have the Snapdragon 855 or the Snapdragon 8150. And then comes the mother of future-proofness with the 10 gigs of RAM. Now we don't need more than 6 gigs of RAM, but we don't know what is going to come in the future, so this device is totally future-proof. From the leaked video, we can see the guy who is operating the phone is actually opening the front camera by sliding it up and down, like the phones that we could see in the past, like 2013 or 2014, which had sliding keyboard on them. Now, by giving this instead of motors inside the phone, Xiaomi can actually cut a lot of cost of the phone, and that will make the phone way more durable, because at some point of life motors will fail. With this phone we might have to consider the fingerprint sensor. Now in the teaser we can see people opening the front camera and then unlocking the phone. On the back part there is no fingerprint sensor, so there might be an in-display fingerprint sensor, or we might have to compromise that. The back part of the phone is going to be made with glass, so the phone is going to support wireless charging, and there is going to be no headphone jack, as they have ditched that on the previous model. Now another thing of the phone is that the phone is coming with 5G ready. Now as we know, Snapdragon 845 does not support 5G, so what they are going to do is they are going to use the latest modem of Snapdragon, which is the X50 modem. Now it might have some heating issues because it takes serious cooling for using 5G. Now the phone is going to have dual 24 megapixel camera on the back and on the front. That I cannot confirm, but what I can say is the rear camera of the phone is going to have 960 FPS recording, which is super slow motion, and the phone is obviously going to have face unlock, which I don't know if it's gonna be using the IR sensor or just the front camera. So guys, this was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please hit the subscribe button if you guys did, and smash that like button. It will help me a lot. And with that being said, I'll catch you up in the next video.